I'm Chris, and this is my 93 Mazda RX7. I've had it since 2009. When I got the car, I was 15 years old, just shy of 16. I found it for a great deal from an older gentleman in Nova. I got it for $7,000 back in 2009 when prices were still reasonable. It's a stock automatic touring model. At first it was a street car, so that's all I could afford, but the end goal was always to paint it yellow and make it a time attack car that I can go drive and have fun with it and enjoy on the track like it's meant to be. I paint cars for a living, so I did all the paint and body work myself for free. A lot of it is just authentic Japanese parts, RMMIA, R-Magic. The splitter was custom from a local company called Klaus Composites, and the wing is from Esprit in Japan as well. So I try to keep it as, Japanese oriented as possible. Just watching a lot of Japanese time attack videos, I just wanted to bring that style to America. Power, it makes 524 to the wheels on E85 at 20 pounds, and it weighs 2,500 pounds. So power to weight's pretty good. It's got a bridge-ported 13B two-rotor with a BorgWarner 8374 turbo. Super responsive, feels great. The car has not been on track yet, first shakedown, so we'll see how it does today. All right,
what do we got?
This is my RX7. I guess we'll start off with the motor.
Okay. Holy cow.
Coby's gonna drive the car and show us what it can actually do with all of his experience compared to my zero experience, so yeah. Today we're on pump gas, so we are gonna be around 400 horsepower.
Okay, that's to the tires, correct?
That's to the tires,
okay.
Yeah. So on E, it makes 524 on 18 pounds, so she'll be a lot faster. But
awesome.
For shakedown today, I think 400 is plenty, so.
Yeah, and this is the first time this has ever been on track, correct?
First time.
Okay, well, I appreciate you trusting me.
Yeah.
This thing's sweet, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I absolutely love these cars. You don't see them in much anymore. You don't see them this clean, so it's
they usually have jack stands rotting away in someone's garage.
Now tell me about the Aero. What's going on with the Aero? Is this like an aftermarket body kit or what's going on?
Yeah, so we got RMMIA front end with our Magic fenders.
Yeah.
Splitter is from Klaus Composites up in Winchester, Virginia.
Yep, I'm familiar with them.
And then we got the Esprit 1800 millimeter 052 wing.
Big wing.
Big wing.
And are we close to zeroed out on this wing? Are we how much angle do we have in it? Are we starting with?
We're not starting with much angle.
Okay, good.
So we'll start there for the baseline and adjust as needed.
Very cool. And then what do we got going on the inside here?
Inside's pretty bare bones. It's aluminum dash, Haltech IC7.
Okay.
Bridge seats, pretty bare bones.
And it has a carbon roof?
Yeah, dry carbon roof.
That's awesome.
Doors and hatch as well.
Yeah, you didn't spare any expense on anything. That's very cool. Sweet, man. I might need to put a little cushion behind me to get my butt forward some. It's like the clutch is pretty far, but.
Transmission. Third gear's working.
Okay.
For now.
So the interesting thing about this car is Chris has kind of done everything you can possibly do and never put it on track. So the only concerning thing is most guys will take a car, do a couple mods, throw it on track, shake it down, see how it feels, and then continue to develop a car over the years. He's developed this car over the years, but it's been primarily a show car and for fun and a street car. So with that, you have a lot of concerns and just complete unknowns. And so that's why you have to go into something like this open-minded. Sure, everybody gets excited and wants the crazy lap time and everything to be perfect, but that's not ideal. And we've been doing this long enough now. You kind of learn that things are gonna rear their head, and Chris is kind enough to understand that, but he finally wants to get this thing out here. So I'm super stoked he's finally tracking it. So we just have to keep an open mind and just hope for the best.
It looks as JDM as I hoped it would.
man, this thing feels sweet. It's a shame we won't be able to really get a clear lap out of it, but it feels really good. Got to get everything nice and warm, brakes up, tires up, make sure everything operates correctly. And then we
I don't know how it sounds on camera, but man, in person, that sheet rips. It sounds so good going down the track.
Well, this thing's super composed. Very surprising. I didn't expect it to be this balanced out of the gate. It's a shame we're in a ton of traffic because this car has crazy potential. And I'm shocked. I've never seen a car come out of the box and feel this good. I mean, it's very planted, very neutral. It doesn't do anything crazy. It doesn't want to kill you. It's a lot of fun. Man, this thing's a blast. Brakes are the only weak point. Obviously, it's just like, it's so easy to lock them, and it's just, you can't go super deep with it like you would like. But other than that, I mean, it feels amazing. Like, I'm shocked at how good it feels out of the box. Like,
awesome.
Shocked. Like, it's very flat, very neutral, doesn't do anything unpredictable. Like, it settled in well, felt really good. Like, the balance is correct. Like, it's really funny. Like, into the uphill S's, the car's just flat. Yeah. Like, it's just, like, everything's just planted. It feels so good.
Good.
Like, the traffic was horrendous, obviously.
I saw.
It's all right. I mean, it's good. It's got a lot in it. It's fast. It's really cool.
Yeah, I see you saw the boost at 6, so it's probably not even 400 horsepower yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, no, I think I ran like a 210. It said optimal's 208, but it's way lower than that. I mean, this is like a low 2 minute, if not, I mean, different tires and you're like way below the 2 minute mark in this car.
Yeah.
It's very fast, like very capable.
Good.
But sick.
You think it needs any aero adjustments? How's the wing and all that? Good?
I think it feels fine. I'd leave it. It's very flat.
Yeah.
Like I'm shocked. Like I thought it'd be pushy, but it's not. Like it feels really good.
Good.
Yeah.
Even on those tires, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they're like, you can tell they're not phenomenal by any means. Like,
yeah.
You struggle under braking with them pretty bad, but they're, as long as you're smooth to throttle, you're fine. A+. It's a fun car.
I have this car on Assetto Corsa. I had my friend make a mod. We spent hundreds of hours on it, trying to get it as close as possible. So it's fun to be able to practice in that sense at home with the actual car you'll be driving. I'm going out after Coby to get some seat time and get comfortable in the car. Yeah, it'll be my first time on the track.
So your first time on track is going to be in this car?
Yes, my first time will be in this FD at VIR. So what's the worst that could happen?
Oh my.
What is the worst that can happen?
So yeah, I'm very impressed. He's never been on track before. There's been a lot of simulator time, so we're stoked to see if that translates.
Car's got miles more in it, so Coby says. So we'll see what he can extract. Lots of traffic. Lots of traffic.
Well, we're all finished here today. I just want to thank SCCA for having us out. They ran a great event. We had an awesome time. I feel like it was a great learning experience for Chris, but I want to know how you liked it. Did you have a good time?
Oh, it was an absolute blast. The car helped me feel confident really quick. It's how predictable and stable it was. For me, I managed to run a 220, which is not too bad for my first 8 laps of VR ever.
Yeah,
so
no, that's awesome, man.
I'll take what I can get, and we'll learn and get faster from here.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we had a blast. Thank you to the Benz for having us and filming all this for us, and thank you for trusting me to drive that thing. It's a beast. I love it, and I'm a believer that you can turn a show car into a track car with a couple small modifications. So he's proven it, and we need more people to do it.
And almost nothing went wrong, right?
We had a minor exhaust leak, so we toasted a little paint, so we can take a look at that. But,
So I'd say if that's the worst that happened, that's a pretty successful track day.
yeah,
That's your paint, right?
I didn't pay for the paint either, so we're good.